so far they didn't take a moment to breathe, let alone think about what they're picking. But yeah, most of the bans are definitely just normal, right? The patch bans, we have the Fury on Beast Dazzle on one side. We have not seen a Lich or Tusk banned, and we haven't seen them picked up either, which is super weird.
Yeah, I think
And
you're right that these are kind of like meta bans, right? Because these teams wouldn't have likely played too much against each other. I mean, these are different region teams.
yeah, I don't think they played recently. Yeah, like Alliance, the last game that I watched of them was in Berlin actually. They were playing in the finals of versus Palaga. They were winning 2-0 and then they lost 3-2 or something like that. That
Yeah,
was pretty bad.
they don't like to talk about that. I don't think that's on their mind right now. They're looking to win here, all right? They're not thinking the last time they lost this.
Of course, but they won 2 times. And that's something that matters as well. Anyway, they picked up a hero that I value so much, that Earth Spirit, not a Visage, even though I'm a filthy Visage spammer. Earth Spirit is so good right now. I really love the hero. How is he gonna match up versus Tiny and Elder Titan? I'm not certain because they're just as tanky and they can they can bash your head in just just as much. They don't really care. Um, at the same time, we have the Visage on the side of Alliance. Very early pickup actually of Visage.
And this, yeah, okay, these two making it through the first phase was surprising, and then split between the two teams.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I don't know. They were banning some different heroes. They were more worried about some different cores such as PL and Meepo. And on the other side, we have the Huskar that Alliance really likes to pick up a lot, and then OD as well. So I understand that these supports that are so broken currently in the meta, such as Rimstroke and Lich, are uh, like making it in the second phase and being picked. Grimstroke plus Earth Spirit is just a sick combination. It's so good. There's so much damage coming just from these two supports. While on the side of Fnatic, I'm not certain if it's gonna be uh,
Anti-mage.
Titan or Tiny. Oh, AM. All right. I'm not certain if it's gonna be Titan or Tiny as 4, but coupled with Lich, both of these heroes work. Now we see the A. Man, they pick fast. We see the AM and Duza. Basically, Duza is really strong right now, a complete meta pick, but is slightly countered by Anti-Mage, and he's picked up by Alliance instantly after. So they ban out the Huskar and the OD because they're afraid of these heroes, but then they leave something like an anti-mage to go through, which is a bit problematic when you're playing Duza, honestly, because this hero does definitely work well versus her.
And props where props are due for Alliance right now is they are reactionary and they are very quick with these reactions. No hesitation so far, right? We saw, I'd say the Visage is a decent pick against the Tiny to an extent and no armor hero. Then the Lich is selected. They instantly take the Grimstroke away. And then finally the Dusa instantly countered by the Anti-Mage. So far, at every turn, Alliance are just looking to respond in kind to Fnatic's picks.
I couldn't agree with you more, but at the same time, this is 100% default Alliance draft. It's how they draft. It's the heroes that they usually pick. I mean, this Earth Spirit, they've been playing Earth Spirit like when no one was playing him. Like no one was playing Earth Spirit, they were still drafting him like in the last 3-4 months. So it's just classic Alliance, honestly. And now they ban out that Jug. I really love the ban because Fnatic is gonna have to figure out which core to put on that position 1, assuming Medusa is gonna go mid. So which core do you put on that position 1 that's gonna create enough space for Dusa? But oh, all right.
And that can actually pressure that offlaner because we've seen Doom a few times, and this hero, well, with the changes to Devour, if he finds a Satyr creep early on, he becomes unkillable.
Unkillable, yeah. The amount of region that he gets, it's silly. It's silly. I actually haven't seen a lot of Doom games, at least in the pro scene recently, but I guess in Bucharest was he played a lot, right?
I
I
don't
guess he
feel
was
like he was
picked up
tapped
a
on
few
too
times.
much. Maybe
Yeah,
1, 2, 3 times max from what I can recall seeing. It's just a
I,
hero that's selectively good, right? But there are counters.
yeah, I was wondering when this hero is gonna show up, honestly, like because he really is strong right now, but people are opting for some different position trees. Anyway, we're gonna see some most likely Earth Spirit plus Doom on the offlane, Grimstroke plus AM on the safe lane, and Visage mid. Now, what I'm asking myself instantly is, do Fnatic have some hero that can buy a Crimson Guard right now? They don't, right? Like Tiny or Elder Titan, not really your Crimson Guard carriers, not really your Shiva carriers. I think you need a hero that deals with the birds. I think you need some, or a hero that's gonna counter Visage on mid. And the hero is
That's not really filling those gaps.
that's definitely not filling those gaps. But honestly, what I'm seeing is basically comfort zone for both of these teams. On one side, we have Fnatic with complete comfort zone, and on the other, we see Alliance uh, doing the same in their draft. I'm honestly a little bit worried for Fnatic because the comfort zone of Alliance, in my opinion, seems to be countering the comfort zone of Fnatic. You have the Mickey Anti-Mage that's always going to be stronger than Duza as long as he doesn't get completely trashed in the lane and has a decent Battle Fury timing. We see Boxy's Doom that's like one of the best heroes to pick against Void. You just Doom him and what's he going to do? And then Visage, yeah, maybe you're not going to pressure Duza a lot in the lane, but you're going to get those birds and you're going to start rotating with Helm of Dominator. You're going to start applying so much pressure on the side of Fnatic that they're going to crumble, in my opinion. Right now, if I was going to call the game, I would go full into Alliance, but it's not that simple, obviously. Fnatic, they do have their ways of winning this game. If it goes late and there's a Chrono on AM, he's dead, right? Chrono solves everything. Chrono with the Fat Void and Duza, it's basically game winning. It doesn't matter how tanky you are. If he chronos you, you're gonna die. If he has enough items, obviously. And then you have the Elder Titan plus the Lich, a very good combination that's gonna remove your magic resistance in that chrono, and then also you're gonna have that Lich ulti, obviously. So overall, it can go either way, but I would be a little bit in favor of Alliance right now.
No, it's fair to look at it that way, right? Like, you go late game, sure. The chrono can be everything. In fact, Faceless Void, one of the most kind of annoying heroes, well, not even kind of, just one of the most threatening heroes in that super late game scenario, because the chrono is just beautiful for eliminating 1-2 targets at a time, and when you get to late game, you're 6 slot, there's not really anything you can't kill. But when I look at this, I do see an issue with him getting there, right? This anti-mage, you need to shut him down effectively. Otherwise, he's going to outpace your Void by at least one item by about the 25-30 minute mark. And suddenly, you can't get to the late game. You can't keep up because your Medusa isn't going to create that zonal space in the mid game. It's an anti-mage.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen some players play Duza in a very active way. So maybe if they share that burden and Duza does not go full greed and actually fights with her team a bit earlier, maybe that's the way. Taiga actually is running very deep in. But
he should be able to roll away though. And they spot out 4 heroes, which means Void's alone top, so they can invade there if they want to.
Pretty fast movement by both of these teams. Like, it's strange to actually scout Earth Spirit before he manages to plant that ward. But Duza was quick enough to go where she needed to go to actually see him. I think what Taiga was trying to do is he was trying to go deep enough to put that Observer ward so that you don't get stapled by 400 damage by Elder Titan like 3 minutes into the game. You need to put the ward around the shrine so that you see him stacking these camps exactly, and then you put the spirit on the camps. You get like 200 damage. You come to the lane, and suddenly this Doom is gone. So
they won't know the Doom is down here just yet. They might suspect something though. They just saw Heroes top, so Alliance are going to be running an aggressive tri lane. And it looks like Fnatic are going to break up theirs as they'll go to a 2-1-2 format.
This is the second time in 2 days that we're seeing AM mid. It's a normal thing. If the game is right for AM mid, you can definitely put him there. Duza versus AM, I don't see a problem for AM to farm, honestly. He shouldn't be heavily contested, but same can be said for Abed. Like, he's not going to be that contested either. A bigger issue for me is Koikwa's Visage on the top lane, because he's gonna be tri-laning right now, and as Visage, you want as many levels as possible, and those levels you're not gonna get.
Yeah, got a lot of damage here. Did use the Frost Shield to protect himself, but Tiger just zoned him out He has gone for the Stout, Orb of Venom, Tango Star. I feel like this is my favorite one personally whenever I'm on this hero. It just feels like if you're missing the Orb of Venom, you can't kill. And if you're missing the Stout Shield, you are going to be killed really easily.
Yeah, I love this build as well. You're right. I love it on most of these tanky position 4s, right? Insane is doing so much damage to them right now.
Yep, level 1 Stroke of Fate is paying off up to this point. Boyfriend need to be careful though, because DJ does a lot of damage. They're just going to interrupt him from pursuing further.
DJ is actually very lucky there that they had no Grave Chill. Because if they have Grave Chill, they can slow him once, then slow him twice with Stroke of Fate, and he could even fall. But yeah, he knew that they have no Grave Chill, and that's why he committed. So
Should also be pointed out that he's the secret winner of this tri lane because, of course, he has all this damage that he can get from the Astral that people often forget about.
We can see it happening right now. He didn't actually connect with Visage, so he's not getting the
but he's chasing in. With the Frost Shield as well, he's able to actually stay gun in the face. Now they're going to turn around, though. DJ doesn't have an easy escape, but luckily MP comes across with a big-ass time dilation, hitting on the free.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue right now is the one that I've stated before. It's the fact that this Visage is being played on a tri-lane. Coming from someone... Like, I've played Visage a lot. I have like 1,000 games on this hero. I really love him. You really need that experience. You need that experience more than CS. You need that experience more than anything else, honestly. Oh, they missed that roll.
Yeah, you can't hit them all. But luckily in the mid lane, things are looking glorious for Mike. Abed is always on no mana, which means he can't spam out the snake. And already up to 14-7 on CS.
I expected Abed to be doing a bit better, honestly, but I wasn't 100% familiar with this matchup, but it makes sense that AM is having no problems versus Duza. You buy Quelling Blade, your melee, and what's Duza gonna do? I think they might even have to switch this up because 16-9 versus 4-1. Abed is being crushed on mid lane, actually.
And the thing about this hero is she can do well after the second Wraith ban, but this is going to be such a slow second Wraith ban that I don't think it matters. You're going to have 2 on anti-mage by then, at least.
Yeah, he has that second Wraith band on AM just flying in right now, and I mean, that Battle Fury, if this continues, is going to be a very fast one.
Meanwhile, on the bot lane, Bokti doing okay. Of course, Tiny doing better. You expect that, though. This high base damage on the hero does allow him to do so. But there shouldn't ever be a kill opportunity onto this Doom, at least.
Yeah, I think it's more likely to see a Doom running down Ice 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 than the other way around. But it's possible if they trade hits and get caught off guard. Maybe with an Earth Spirit rotation or something like that.
In the meantime, Spirit still going to stay top. They are behind on XP. You can already see Tiger still level 1 compared to everyone else in this lane at level 2. In fact, MP already up to level 3. First wave can make a big difference.
Yeah, MP, like, getting that level 3 is very important, you're right. They're going on to the Lich. They have the stun, but...
Yeah, but they didn't actually connect with the initial roll and boulder, and Tiger will just TP away. Storm comes in just in time. Tiger is going to be the first blood. But he does at least make sure it has to go on DJ instead of MP.
Yeah, but this is also problematic. You're giving first blood to Elder Titan. He's gonna buy boots now, and this lane is gonna become even harder for you. Because he's gonna run you down. He's basically gonna run you down. It's so important on Elder Titan to get that first blood. I mean, it's just such a boost to your power.
Felt like there should have been an abort moment coming out from Alliance the moment they didn't connect with the Rolling Boulder. And with the Inkswell, they could have ran away.
A few times, actually, yeah. Rolling Boulder was missed a few times, and when that happens, it's very hard to win the lane. Because you just find yourself out of position.
Quite far. He's a little bit out of position, tries to move away. Tiger covering him with the Inkswell on him. Means they're going to start up 2, turn around the Soul Assumption, and they get a kill on the Elder Titan. Jabs has to back away. They're being slowed down, Soul Assumption again. A lot of damage done, so a lot of damage returned. Quake turned around on, and MP will get the kill. They need one more touch on the jab, so they should be able to find it. The Shrine through is just in time. Tiger, a little bit deep now. Needs to move away. This time won't fall for the stomp coming out. MP might net himself a second kill. Tiger has no escape plan. He's got the Boulder Smash to get him away, but DJ is still on top of it.
Yeah, the boot is going to run him down. Stapled. He just got stapled. On the bottom lane, Doom was very low, as Ice managed to get that combo off.
But most of his mana. Boxy will walk over to use the Shrine. He should have phase boots soon, which will tank him up a little bit more while also allowing him to aggress a little bit better against this Tiny.
I take that back, by the way. This Tiny is definitely a beast in this lane right now. Boxy, once he gets 6, though, with Doom, anything can happen. Top lane, though. MP.
But they're going in. MP. He's been found. He already used the Time Walk as well. Stun him with Inks well. Nice stomp. Connects on the free, actually. The Soul Assumptions through is enough from Koikva. He needs to get out himself now. The Grave Chill will allow him to escape. DJ still hitting so damn hard. They might turn on the jabs here. They got the roll through, and that will connect. Soul Assumption once more, and that's going to be a dead Lich. So far, Alliance, they are trading blow for blow constantly.
No, I really like the fact that Visage went Soul Assumption. Level 2, it's... when you're playing mid, you don't really need that Soul Assumption as much, but even then, I like picking it up. But on the tri-lane, 3-on-3 situations, you definitely go for the Assumption.
Insania. He has actually got the Ink Swell to start with MP, but the damage is a lot. He's going to turn around, get batted away as he uses Stroke of Fate. Beautiful combo play, but Tiger, he's taking a little bit too much damage. He should go down. Soul Assumption's not enough to make the Void die.
Yeah, sadly enough, this time, they couldn't really combo all their spells to take down the Void, but they're doing fairly well on that lane. Still, my issue, the issue that I stated earlier remains. Visage is very underleveled. If he was mid, right now he would be level 7, he would have boots. Well, he wouldn't be level 7. Let's say he would be Duza's level 5 and 3/4. This level 7 anti-mage, he's 2 levels ahead of Abed. It's not great.
But at the same time, the job of the Visage in this game, as usual, is to kind of create space in the mid-game, pressure. And if the anti-mage is off to such a good start, this is going to be one hell of a Battle Fury timing.
You know what? Like that's the constant topic of discussion in my at least teams. It's like if I have a hard carry and a semi carry, and my hard carry is having a really good time, but my semi carry that's supposed to carry me through the mid game is not. Is it worth it? Because this hard carry is gonna AFK in the mid game, you know, and that's it. And if my semi carry is having a bad time, then I'm gonna have 2 AFK heroes in the mid game. But in any case, you'd rather have a good lane for the AM than a bad one. So, and the Visage is not having a bad lane either. He just does not have experience. That's all. I think that maybe they should let him Tiny top lane.
Yeah, haste, let him run in, but the Phantom Brace comes out. He can't toss back. It might be too late for Koikva anyway. He'll throw out a Soul Assumption, but he will go down. Boxy arrives with the Doom on the Faceless Void. Trying to toss him away, but it's a little bit too late. They'll stun up Tiny as well, and they'll follow through, trying to finish off the Void, and they will find it. Still hasted up and running away. Tiny might be able to get out Ice, maximizing that room, but it's a little bit too late. Boxy with the Scorched Earth chasing them down. Avalanche will come out, creates that zonal buffer, but the Stroke of Fate through does connect. Beautifully done by Insania. And just roll in, they catch on the Lich as well. Boulder Smash, not on the mark. Tiger misses the opportunity, now they need to abort. A massive TPs, it's Fnatic, they converge on the top lane, and Box is going to be left behind. He knows it. Just turn around and try and waste a little bit of time, because this Doom is dead.
Man, Ice with great, awesome jukes there, and also Lich going in to block that Earth Spirit roll. Was very well played by Fnatic overall. I expected Tiny to die as well.
They kind of tempted themselves into it in the end, though, right? When you hit that Stroke of Fate, you're like, all right, we can definitely finish this kill.
Yeah, that Stroke of Fate, and then in the end they missed the final one too, which is unfortunate. Overall, though, this Void is out-leveling Visage. He's level 6, Visage is 4.5. Like, that's my biggest issue still. The issue still remains. You don't have levels on your Visage hero that definitely needs them the most. But now they're leaving him with the 2 supports. I think this is optimal.
At least you've got Mike farming like a madman. No matter what happens elsewhere, I just keep looking back and I keep going, okay, Anti-Mage is still farming and he's up to 5k net worth already.
Yeah, he's almost doubling the Duza, so it's pretty good. Bottom lane, however, Boxy...
He's going to walk it off. He'll be fine.
Yeah, he's going to be fine.
He used to eat a creep, though. Now he's going to be absolutely fine with that glorious regen.
I really like what they're doing with supports on Alliance. They're just leaving Visage alone and rotating into the enemy jungle. They're taking it over, but sadly for them, they can't really pressure Duza because he's farming the Holy Triangle, and also the Ancients are huge here.
Yeah, that's a big fat stack. And they went to
Actually,
the
this
wrong
is good.
place. Like, they got baited because look on the other side. There's actually been a one-time stack.
But this is gonna be so slow, actually, right?
Yeah,
They're-
double Wraith Band. You at least want a third one in these scenarios.
This is the slowest stack taking ever, but he has nothing better to do, I suppose, so it's alright. They are losing mid tower, though.
Then they're rolling in, actually zoning out, so Anti-Mage can push here. And then once that falls, they can actually invade the rest of the jungle. Problem is, they don't want to commit too heavily. Anti-Mage realizes if he's spending time hitting towers, he's not hitting creeps.
Exactly, and Elder Titan is one of those heroes that's really... It's really difficult to push against him, as he can always just send his Astral Spirit there and...
Ice. Just walks in and finds a kill. They're going to roll in and stun him up, though. Might be able to actually bring him down. He's out of mana. Order Smash to slow him up. Reinforcements are on the way, though. And there's going to be a stomp on the team. Mike blinks forward. Nice silence coming out from Tiger as well, but the Ice Armor has arrived. A look to turn around. Mike needs to blink away, but the gate's controlling him up. He can get the blink just in time. MP held the Chrono. The Doom comes out. Boxy says, hell no, am I going to be victim to that?
All right, but I don't think he was very reluctant with that Chronosphere anyway. I think he was afraid that AM is baiting him, so he didn't Chrono instantly on him. Or maybe he thought he doesn't have enough damage on his own because everyone was around AM, so he would basically have to Chrono his team together with the AM.
This is true. He does
Then
almost have the Mask of Madness, and now still has the Chrono when they next fight.
Yeah, that Mask of Madness is definitely going to allow him to get some solo pickoffs with the Chrono. Visage, however, finally gets that 6, also gets that Dominator, instantly takes the tier 1 on top, but they might go...
They have a ward. Yeah, they see this. They're going to move in. Chrono comes out. They jump straight across. And the Earth Splitter through should be enough to bring down Quakefa. The Stomp follow up. Make sure he can't move.
Now, can they get the birds? That's the question.
They can. They'll get one. The second one coming up. Bashes straight away. That's a lot of gold given over, actually.
Yeah, you gave 230 gold for the hero, then you gave 200 gold for the birds, that's 400, and then 200 gold for the wolf, 600 gold. That's bad. That's not great.
Yeah, I was actually about to praise Quakefa. I was like, all right, this guy suddenly got XP, suddenly got relevance, and then immediately that happens.
Yeah, no, definitely. He's relevant. He already took one objective. He's gonna continue pressuring different towers now with that as soon as he has the birds and the dominators up again. But it's the problem with Visage, you know. If you die, if your armor is gone, your birds die. They just disappear.
Should probably praise Medusa as well, actually. Abed is catching up to Anti-Mage now. Same level and a lot less gold between them now.
Yeah, he's done very well. I think it's the fact that AM was trying to pressure and take some objectives, while Duza was just farming the stacks. And they created a lot of stacks around this Shrine Keeper, so...
Ice. It's getting pretty low here. Phantom's Embrace is going to be renewed. He hasn't dealt with it at all. He can't, in fact. He'll just be ran down.
At the same time, Elder Titan.
They're going to find him as well. The Bob Ross and Magnetize combo is just a little bit too much to deal with.
That's so much damage, actually, just coming from these two supports. I mean, I don't want to say anything against Lich and Elder Titan. They're just as strong on their own, but...
They rely more on being comboed together, right? Whereas the other two on the side of Alliance can actually work individually. And they're doing that right now. Tiger super deep with the Invis rune. He sees at least a sentry going down. Oh, Gaze though. They'll see him with Body Smash away and roll to safety. Nice blink dodge though from Tiny. He says high ground fight. Gladiators go. And they want to give the kill over to Arbed. They'll be able to do so.
Yeah, fight me on this clip. Pay-per-view.
You don't quite expect that to happen. But Ice. A blink reveal. He'll feel it paid off.
Chrono on top lane.
They did use it. Anti-Mage though, he doesn't care. They got the Chain Frost down. Now it's going to be returned though. So Jabs has to back away instantly. Cannot get in range for the gaze.
They just don't have enough damage to kill this AM right now. And he has finished that Battle Fury 15 minutes in with power threads, with 2 raid bands. I think if you want to commit that Chrono onto AM, you need more. You can't just rely on your Lich to help you out. But who, actually?
Why. Yeah, who do you actually say? It's like maybe the Elder Titan?
It doesn't... I mean, it does nothing. Like, Earth Splitter might help you a bit, but I think who you need to combo with is the Tiny, but the Tiny can't really help you when you Chrono. That's the problem. He brings the burst, But he's useless in the chrono. That's what I want to say.
And like when you look at it at the same time, the ET's not going to do any damage with his Earth Splitter because he's got no points in natural order at all.
Yeah.
So they played. This is the problem with the way that DJ has skilled. Is that it's good for dealing with the rest of Alliance, but it means you can't do anything about the anti-mage.
It's good to deal with the rest of Alliance, and I agree with his build because it's really good against pushes. And when you see this team with Visage, with Doom, it's probably gonna get like Crimson Vlads or something like that. You're gonna have to be defending very early on. So I can get behind the 4 Echo Stomp and 2 Astral Spirit, definitely.
Powerful in the mid lane. The Frost Shield slowed it down a bit, but Quakefar is finally starting to find his stride. They needed him to. This was the crucial moment where he needed to start just staving off control of the map from Fnatic, because Arbed is still continuing to farm and catch up.
He has that Helm of Dominator now. He has the Hood of Defiance and the Medallion. So,
Tiger? Oh, a little bit close, but Jab's just quick enough. Stomp's going to come out. Tiger will be slept. The pings are being thrown out, but Insani is here to protect with Inkswell. They will just back away.
He's going to be able
Oh,
to...
no, he's not. The Avalanche coming out from Ice Ice. The TP in. They just got close enough with the Frost Shield to slow him down.
If you try and initiate that deep in and you miss the rolling boulder, 9 out of 10 times you're gonna be punished. And honestly, Taiga isn't really known. Like, I like this guy on Earth Spirit. I think he's really good, and it's very uncharacteristic that he has missed so many rolls.
Ice goes to the stun, but gets interrupted by the Phantom Embrace. The Doom goes out as well. The Soulbind's going to link up with the second one, but the Doom's already been thrown out. Tiny, taking a lot of damage nonetheless, but not exactly the person you want to throw Doom out to. So tanky. Now the Chrono, they bait them in. The Chain Frost coming out on the 2. Insania down, and Doom to follow. Split it through, but Magnetize in. Oh, Spirit goes super deep. It might pay off. It zones him out. Anti-Mage arriving. There's the big Mana Void. Is it enough on the side? The toss comes out, gets rid of Doom. The Gates has been used. Arbed going to run for the high hills. Barely any HP though, and they're pursuing. Quakefar looking the wrong way with the birds. They might escape. They all look the wrong way, in fact, as he runs straight towards the shrine.
I can't believe he juked him like that. That was ridiculous. Overall, though, that's the Earth Spirit that I was talking about. Great Mana Void, also great Magnetize there, and all his spells were on I think 3 heroes from Taiga, so very well played. But this is a problem. Like, even though they baited them so well with the Tiny, with the Doom, right? Everyone was chasing Tiny. I think they threw that Lich ulti a bit too soon, and Grimstroke died so fast. The Lich ulti didn't continue bouncing.
And you can see who the true winner is. It was an even trade, but Alliance, what they do next is much better for them. They can take this Roche.
There's a Tiny.
Tiger went pretty deep here. Arbed trying to fight against this. Avalanche toss comes out, and Earth Spirit's down. They haven't finished the Roche just yet. Mike, he will finally get it. A little bit too close for comfort, though.
Yeah, he got the Roche. I see one issue there, though. Koikwa resummoned his birds during that fight, and they instantly died. He didn't manage to put them in their stone form before they died, which is not really great for him, as he's useless for 100 seconds, pretty much.
And they realize this. Avalanche toss forward. Back Rav as Insania throws out the Soulbind. He might live. He's going to get away. A little bit too close.
Yeah, Abed didn't attack him for some reason. He stopped attacking him. So there's some weird things happening across the map, but you know, it happens. It's Dotes.
It wouldn't be interesting if everything was done perfectly.
Yeah, misclick, lol. Ping. It's ping like yesterday.
Oh yeah, totally. 5,000 ping, right?
Yeah, 6,000. 6,000, he said.
Regular occurrence down in China right now, I guess.
Yeah, on land, you know. 6,000 ping on land. Why not?
Although I think the group ones are done from the hotels usually.
Ah, okay.
So I can't remember. Someone might be able to confirm. I think I heard that they're doing the group stays from Shanghai, and then they're traveling across to Chongqing for the main event.
All right, that makes sense then. Yeah.
Because everyone wants their basketball court at the hotel. Can't blame them.
Those hotels, man, they look so good. I wish I was there.
I
wish I was there. They look so fancy. Like, I mean, I was in some fancy hotels during these events that we were doing together, but that looks on another level.
You can't compete. The stuff I've seen, you just can't compete. There's something about these hotels in Asia. I mean, it's cheaper, right? So it's more affordable to put talent and players in them.
Exactly. So yeah, looking great.
Shadowblade.
Sees AM.
Mike, he's being baited in here. He wants to go on a jab so badly, he doesn't realize what's about to happen. Stomp's going to come out. Reinforcements here. They got the Avalanche toss on the spot. They need to get through here. But no, Chain Frost with the Chrono. Connects on mobile here as the Soulbind comes out as well. Mike is going to go down once. Can they get him again? Doom throws out his ultimate just in time with the Soulbind there. It's actually gone on to do. Resurrected Mike needs to move away, but he can't. The Bashes come out and overwhelm him. Alliance punished for their gluttony as they lose 4 heroes, including the Aegis.
I just want to say that MP is a god. Like, he waited so much in that Shadow Blade. I know so many players that would just throw that Chrono much earlier. I think he learned from that mistake in the river as well. The Lich learned from that mistake in the river. He was saving up that Chain Frost too for the perfect opportunity. And then that Chrono came out after they all committed, plus the Chain Frost. Even though they managed to get 2 heroes doomed, it didn't really matter at all. So very well played by Fnatic, and this is what we were talking about. It doesn't matter if you're in front. One good chrono and you're done. You can't use your items when you're chronoed. Sadly, that's how the game works.
It's true. I think Alliance kind of crippled themselves in what they've been doing as well. They had the lead. Anti-Mage was top in net worth, decent, steady lead over anyone else. He gets his hands on this Aegis, and instead of going, okay, I can just use this to safely farm, he starts assuming once again he has to fight. And we saw it earlier in this game, the moment where he started to lose that level advantage, that gold advantage, was when he tried looking to fight.
Yeah. You know what I'm looking forward? Like, it's looking a little bit grim for Alliance right now, but what I'm looking forward for them is that Blink pickup on Doom, and maybe even a Blink pickup on Grimstroke. If they can manage to combo that properly in a team fight, they can shut down the Void +1 target with the Soulbind plus Doom. That would be a really good way for them to come back into this game. However, first and foremost, what they have to do is they have to take control of the map. And how do they do it? They need to smoke up and plant some deep wards in the enemy jungle.
And not lose their Doom. Yeah, they move in. Bash can come out. Nice stomp. And Scorched Earth activate. He'll be able to back away.
There, they did that. You said they need to not lose their Doom. They didn't lose him. Now let's take the map control. Let's ward up. Because all I'm seeing right now is wards from Dire. Very defensive wards from Dire, but they're still there. While on the side of Alliance, you see 1 ward on mid, and that's about it.
Which isn't really achieving much anymore.
It's not achieving anything. This ward is like just protecting Insania right now, and that's it. But with the smoke up, they have the chrono, and they do have the damage as well to take down this AM. The Shadow Bladed MP is chasing.
They might find him as well. They know he wants to farm. The chrono just clips on the edge. Might be enough. The Earth Splitter coming through. Anti-Mage in a little bit of trouble. Sinister Gaze from the low ground locks him in. He can't blink away. And actually, Tiger's going to go down for his trouble as well.
Yeah, they had luck with the bashes too. So he managed to bash him in the end. Oh, Insania.
He's going to run away. Tiny has got the blink coming off cooldown in 2. But Insania should just be quick enough. Or is he? Nope. The blink forward. Phantom Embrace comes out. Avalanche already locking him in place. The EP from Koikful will force him away.
Yeah, right now, it's just Fnatic's game. They're realizing that they're in complete control and they're doing every move properly. While Alliance, I can't see them connecting. I can't see these cores of theirs connecting and doing like, they don't have burst first and foremost. You have this Doom, but you don't have heroes that can follow up. I think that's the biggest issue for them right now.
And now where's your easy entrance skill, right? You can't get the Tiny. Medusa's just hit 20, which means she now has that 700 mana. And the Void, as long as he's got a Chrono, you're not going anywhere near him.
That's all true. However, Doom has a smoke, and he also purchased a Blink Dagger. An item that I think he needed to get even sooner, maybe after Vanguard. Maybe finalizing this Crimson Guard wasn't really the best idea, because they couldn't snowball as hard as they thought they would be able to. But with this Blink now, they can definitely get some pickoffs. The issue is the wards from... okay, that sentry spotted out, they instantly know where they are. Yeah, they're not going to find anything. Yeah, that's
problematic. They'll just look to back away. I mean, they'd already backed off anyway. MP knew something was up and went all the way back to base. And then, of course, you know where Medusa is, but that's just not the entrance skill anymore.
Yeah, and you have to deal with her. She's starting to hurt. She has that butterfly right now. Soon to have that Skadi too.
And after one of the most horrible lane starts we've seen in a while, just coming back like this.
There's Chrono.
Yeah, that's
The
be
birds
careful.
are dying way too many times for Korkba, actually.
The amount of gold he's given over is just getting insane. Mike, you got a little bit too aggressive there. Like I said, whoa boy, just back up here.
It's a good attempt though. Like comboing with Earth Spirit, you jump onto the Void, you use your Manta and you try to bring the Void down. It didn't work out in that situation though, sadly.
No, that is the weakness of the Faceless Void, is his mana pool is extremely low. So he can get caught out like that. I'll jump in. Boxy getting ready to go. This is the gaze going on. Roll through as well. They got Soulbind, but haven't got a target connect to. The gaze is going to come out and just force them to move away. Mike down to half HP, going to be tossed back again next to Tiger. Might be enough to bring him down. Any mage on the ground, and so is the Earth Spirit. And they're just going to hunt for more. Boxy trying to escape the Scorched Earth. Should be able to, but Ice 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 on the pursuit. Avalanche doesn't connect in time. Blink is successful. No, disengage, but they just lost the anti-mage, and he's dead for 70 seconds.
Yeah, he might even have to commit to buyback here. They don't have the Crimson Guard for 20 more seconds, and that's just enough time for Abed to take this tower.
This is the Abed show right now. Almost 20,000 net worth, hits like a goddamn truck. Who wants to go step next to him?
You know what? Forget about the tower. They can take the Raxes, and the Chrono is still up. Plus, the Void has a BKB, so can't really even fight now.
No, they can just slow them down. That's the best you get.
Yeah, I think it's this side and then they fall back because the tier 2 on the bottom lane is dying. Yeah. They're gonna chill. They're gonna defend bottom and then they're gonna go for Rosh. Rosh is actually... Oh, Rosh will respawn right now, so...
Well, this is convenient. MP was about to walk out the pit.
So very convenient because AM is still 15 seconds dead. So you just lost the lane and you're losing ages plus cheese. If you do not commit extra hard and extra fast, but that's not happening. They have smoked up, but can they get there in time? My bet is that they can.
That's a big ask. It's going to be incredibly close, and it looks like they're going to be a little bit too late. They're coming down now, and there it is. Quake on the low ground now, split up from his team. Storm does connect on the Tiger.
Luckily for him, they didn't spot him, so he should be fine as long as he runs back.
Quaker at least has his birds again. But now that's going to be Nagus and Cheese on the side of Fnatic. This game is getting a little bit out of control now.
Yeah, this game has definitely tilted in the favor of Fnatic. And yeah, you still have the AM versus Duza. You still have the double Doom possibility with Soulbind. You still have the insane combo of Earth Spirit plus Grimstroke when it comes to team fights. But it doesn't seem to be doing way too much. Because when you're chronoed, none of that matters.
Chrono does trump all, especially with the combos they have with the Earth Splitter and the Chain Frost as well.
Yeah. Boxy is looking maybe to creep skip on top lane.
He has to. He has to slow us down somehow. Yeah. Because they know that Fnatic wants to go high ground.
Yeah. They have Grimstroke to maybe kill this one wave and then Boxy takes the other away from them.
You can already see him up there. He patiently waited. He knows they're nowhere near him now. Problem is, Elder Titan's close by. He actually needs to leave right now. He blinks. ET guesses the storm. No! They found Doom. Boxy has no way out either. Ice 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 picks up a tree and says, watch this.
Yeah, and there's a Crimson now completed on DJ too. So this... Is it actually? I think he should have Crimson very soon. Yeah.
He's doing his boots first. Yeah, there we go. That's Crimson.
There it is. So he basically has the net worth of the Doom, right? He's close. Effective net worth. You have the Vlads, you have the Crimson Guards helping your teammates out.
He's definitely do a lot more than Boxy can right now. And Abed's already in the base. And how do you do all this? I mean, you can only ignore this for so long because they will flip 2 lanes. Mike just trying to slow things down in the mid.
You can't ignore it. You have to do something about this. AM is trying to split push to creep skip, but it's not happening. He has finished that butterfly. And now with the Doom up, with the Butterfly, you definitely go and fight.
Roll in. Avalanche already out though, so Earthspirit can't do too much. Magnetize being used, but tossed up in the end dead. Doom on the 2, the Soulbind has connection on Faceless Void. That's the big target they needed, but now the Stone Gaze coming out. It's going to force them away. The Chain Frost bounces around, Boxy pretty deep. BK goes in with the Mana Void, gets the kill, forces the buyback straight away on the Void, but they're going to gaze up on the BK. He stands his ground and fights. Tiny's out of mana, now alive, he's going to fall. Tiger will go down though. This Skadi's slowing them down enough that Arbeid can take a few with him. Now they'll reset and look to go again because they've got 2 kills. And when Void reconnects, Fnatic has the advantage. They still have the Chrono.
That's the power of Doom. Double Doom actually in that fight. However, still, you have Chrono.
Buyback comes out from Doom. The Chrono's going to come out on Animage. BK's been connected with. The BKB means they can't stop MP from killing off their carry. Or can they? No. He doesn't get the bashes. Blink away just in time, but the Sinister Gaze comes out into Doom. Locks him in. He just bought back. He's dead.
That was very, very lucky for AM not to die in that Chrono. But at the same time, how lucky is he? He's just 2 lanes down. And you never want to be in that position, especially versus a hero such as Doza. 2 lanes down. I mean, you have this mobile AM, so he might be able to alleviate the pain of having to deal with two super creep sides.
Well, he's frustrated. He's looking for something.
Yeah,
You can actually see the anger as he just chases up everyone.
He's just blinking on top of everyone, but everyone keeps on choking him, and you can't really find the right target to kill.
You know what this is? This is kind of like I should have been dead, right? He should have been dead. And if he was dead there, then the game is over. So he's like, I got nothing to lose now, right? I stay alive, but to what purpose? He needs to find something.
He does have buyback now. I think, listen, this is it. Alliance. What you have to do is you chain, you soulbind Doza and Void somehow, you doom both of them, and that's it. That's how you win. It's possible. I mean, it's possible. Doza has ages, but if you kill Void and Doza, then you can kill Doza on her own the next time. It's very hard, though, and it's very unlikely.
Just has Aegis, but now the baton are in. They want to deal with her before it even expires. They can't actually wait this out. Locked in, stunned up. No easy escape plan either. BK just tries to zone the rest of them out. They're trying to actually keep her alive long enough that the Aegis goes down. The rest of Fnatic haven't engaged yet. MP with the BKB move forward, Earthsplitter comes out. They might actually have the Silent Star, but Arbeid holds his ground. Quakefer will go down. The Mana Void doesn't finish him off. Buybacks come out from both the Visage and Anti-Mage, but this is all in. Crimson Guard slows down the push and MP forced away. They defend their base.
This is all in, but Void has that Chrono in 2 seconds.
And there you go. Aegis just got reclaimed. Arbeid's going to be full HP. They're ready to go again.
That's it. There are no buybacks, but there's Doom as well, and there is Soul. No, there's no Soulbind. All right, game is hard.
Yeah, a long, long wait until you have it as well. 45 seconds. They have to buy that time if they want the double Doom, and I think they've got that time though. No one wants to touch Arbeid right now on this Medusa. Finally, Mike goes in, accepts his fate as well. Being activated, Arbeid's going to be stunned up. The Sinister Gaze comes out, and Anti-Mage's down to half HP. The Chrono gets committed, even onto his own Lich, and Tiny, but doesn't care. He says if AM dies, we win. And he will go down. 120 seconds dead, they know it's over. GG comes out, and Fnatic, they take game 1.
Yeah, a very, very interesting game 1. I think if you remember what I was talking about, that discussion that I have that I used to have with my teammates, it's basically, is it worth it if your semi carry is doing poorly while your hard carry is doing well in the laning stage? Because they come online like one comes online later on, and the semi carry comes online in the mid game, right? So you need that semi carry to be having the best lane possible in the early stage. You don't want him to suffer, because it's the hero that's going to control the tempo. It's not the AM. AM with the Battle Fury does not control the tempo of the game. I don't think it's only that. I think it's multiple. I think they had multiple issues on the side of Alliance. One was the fact that Visage had a very slow level 6 and not too slow Helm of Dominator, but yeah, he got active pretty late, and he was losing birds a lot, which was definitely problematic. I think they also couldn't really connect with Boxy. It felt like Doom was just a stranger in that team, like a hero that would connect only in team fights. But they were making no pickoffs, and after all, can't take anything away from Fnatic, because that Chrono on the Shrine just turned the game completely. When AM had the Aegis, instead of going and farming with it and just skyrocketing with net worth and winning the farming battle versus Arbeid's Doza, he chose to fight. He died. He lost the Aegis. He died again. But that's due to Fnatic's marvelous Shrine fight. That Chrono plus the splitter plus the Lich's ulti. Overall, very well performed by Fnatic considering how poorly the laning stage went for Abed.
Yeah, I definitely think when we look at this game and we look back at it, Quake will look back at it, and there was way too much gold given over the birds with the Helmet Dominator creep.